This morning, I wanted to bless you with a couple of thoughts to get away from allegations, from negative words that will always damage your time and your potentials and your giftings. During the time of Jesus, according to Mark chapter 3, verse 21, when Jesus began his ministry, he saw people, that means maybe they knew him from the childhood and his own maybe relatives. Then his own people said he had lost his senses. Because for last 30 years we knew him and he was so helpful to the family. He is the son of a carpenter and we know him a lot. We were good friends and all of a sudden this change, they could not understand why this change. He goes to the wilderness and he goes to desert places and spend nights there and speaks to thousands of people and he casting out demons and healing the sick. They were, they are finding it difficult to understand him, that he lost his senses. Maybe. Otherwise, he was all right with the family. Maybe Jesus too was a good carpenter. There is another group of people, John chapter 10, verse 20, the common crowd, the Jews. The Jews have come with the contribution that he is possessed, he is demon possessed. He is having a demon and insane. Never get along with him. That is to do with the giftings that he had. The giftings. The giftings that he had, he had loved the people who are poor. He had concern over the struggling people. He healed the sick and he opened the blind. And he was so caring people, and people rush always for him. Whether in the desert place or in the villages, and people always, the hundreds and thousands of people around him, because of the giftings, the kind words that he spoke always attracted. And there was no, his demon is the blasphemy against the Holy Ghost, because they were against the giftings that he had. There was another group of people, which is in Mark chapter 3, verse 22. They are the scribes from Jerusalem, from the so-called religious capital, the religious people. What they have said is, he is possessed by Beelzebul and his own agencies as a different kind of authority. He's walking on the water and rebuking the wind and feeding the 5,000 with a kind of different type of miracles that they were not expecting, and raising the dead. He has authority, but a different type of authority, possibly possessed by Beelzebul, controlled by Beelzebul. The scribes were expecting that Messiah would come and deliver them from the Roman ruling and free the state. And Messiah would come as a valiant warrior to rescue them. Now he goes with the lepers and with the tax collectors and the sinners. And they were not expecting Messiah would do that. And they were against him. And he always tried to confront them. but then he always tried to escape those allegations because he was not too much bothered about allegations. He always focused on his giftings, his calling, and the potentials he had. This morning, I want to encourage you to stay strong with your giftings, your calling, your potentials. Have a positive mind and positive thoughts. People watching you always watch you, especially when you're growing. And your gifts are being useful and your potentials have impact. Allegations will easily come against you. That will only damage your time. God bless you this day with all the blessings to focus on your calling. Amen.